9 seconds. That's what I'll give you to decide your fate.
Well, The Equalizer 3 is in theaters Friday, September 1st, and it's an action-packed film. You can learn some of the martial arts moves from the movie, guess what, right here in San Antonio.
And Dustin Denson, instructor of San Antonio, or SAPTK, make it easy, is here with a few of the moves. Welcome, sir. So you've seen the trailer to the movie.
Yes, I have. Yep.
And 1 and 2, which are fantastic movies as well.
Yes.
So they use Filipino martial arts? What's that involved?
That's correct. So the character Robert McCall in Equalizer 3 uses a variety of improvised weapons. And that's one of the great things about the Filipino martial arts is that you start off training with a rattan stick, single rattan stick, and the mechanics that you learn, the strikes that you learn, allow you to be able to pick up lots of different types of objects, everyday objects, common objects that you can use as a weapon to protect yourself, to dispatch the bad guys, much like he does in the movie.
Okay, because like the bottle right there,
right.
You were saying, you always see them.
And the movies are like,
break it.
Come on, and they break the bottle. You said that's movies.
Yeah, that's movies. Bottles are actually really hard to break. You know, I can't just hit this on the side of the table here and it's going to shatter. However, I can use it as an impact weapon. So if I just turn it over and hold it this way, and just to kind of demonstrate, I would strike the hand, and then I might strike the hand over here, and then continue to strike and strike and strike, do whatever I need to do to dispatch the bad guy. And the interesting thing about that is that I can pick up a number of weapons here, because I might do the same movements with the longer rattan stick. I could do the same movements with a pair of scissors, which I taped off for safety reasons, and then, but also a flashlight, which I might use to actually, blind somebody first. Like I'm not going to do it because this is actually pretty bright, but I would push the button, keeping it up here at the side of my head, to distract the person, and then, or if they were to go to reach or something like that. The same sort of thing. I would strike the hand, then continue to strike and strike, right? And
so obviously, Denzel Washington's character does this a lot in the movie, but this is for personal protection. I mean,
yes.
Like a woman walking to the car or something like that, especially in the evening, or even out jogging, keep something like this, even little flashlights on them, or a cell phone, right?
A pen, a flashlight, a cell phone, any objects like that, common everyday objects. I highly recommend the flashlight. Find some sort of good, impact flashlight. What's that?
How bright is it?
So it can be pretty bright. This one might actually be a little low. I don't know if I've replaced the batteries recently, but you put it up to the side of your head, and the reason for that is because I want to be able to blind them first and then continue to strike, or whatever I need to do to protect myself, and then make my escape.
Yeah. So I would assume with people you're teaching quick reaction. Kind of have that situation awareness you're doing here, and then it's like all of a sudden go, oh, some bad guy's coming, let me grab that bottle, and then react to that, right, before they can get the best of you.
Maintaining an awareness of your environment and the sort of objects that you do have around in your environment would be helpful with regard to that, so you can react quickly and grab something right away if I need to grab something, right, or even access whatever weapons you may be carrying on you, personal protection tools you may be carrying on you to protect yourself. Yeah.
And so if someone wants to start out, how do they start out?
So they would start off, the first thing that they would actually learn is they would start off with single rattan stick, and I would teach just basic 1 and 2 strikes, 1, 2, a little bit shorter. I mean, if I had more room, I'd go full strokes all the way around. But to shorten up the strike, we'd learn a 1 and a 2 first, and then we would continue to build all those sorts of movements off of that based upon those basic strikes.
Now, I would think if somebody is a smaller person and they took that and swung to somebody, they could grab it from you. So you teach that how that not to happen, right?
If they were to try to grab it, I mean, we teach not to let ourselves get disarmed. Okay. Right. And so one thing that we think about with regard to training people how to use tools to protect themselves is to think about them as equalizers. Okay. Especially if you're smaller, right? Picking up something that you can use as a tool to protect yourself is much more effective than me using my hands against a bigger attacker.
And people can sign up for classes, just go to SAPTK?
SAPTK.com, or they can do a search on my name, and they're gonna come across me.
And this is for anybody, right?
Yes, sir. For anybody.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, for more information on SAPTK, just head to our website, SALive.com, click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, where we provide a link, or just scan the QR code on your screen. Celebrate San Antonio with us on YouTube.
Yeah, all of your favorite DIY videos, food, drinks, tips, and tricks. If you've seen it here, it's on the SA Live YouTube channel.
Just search KSAT SA Live on YouTube and like, subscribe, and ring the bell.